This is a very important topic, and it's a very sensitive topic because a lot of good people disagree on the issue. It's time to have a leader. I'd be honored to have your support. I'm asking for your vote. In return for money, I talked to Vice President Cheney. You need to pray for the good Lord to protect America. My passion and my vision is to empower Americans to be able to make decisions for themselves in their own lives. My plan sets aside $3.4 trillion for Medicare over the next 10 years. And so my plan drops the rate from 15% to 10%. It's fuzzy math. My plan also says it's going to require a new approach in Washington, D.C. That's my vision for public education. Then you wake up at the high school level and find out that the literacy level of our children are appalling. That needs to be fixed. Drugs and alcohol. Everybody loves you, and so do I. This bill meets our commitment to America's armed forces by preparing them to meet the threats of tomorrow. Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we. We must never stop thinking about how best to defend our country. We must always be forward-thinking. I'm a... I think How are you? Good morning. Good evening. Thank you and good evening. Can you hear me? Hear me loud and clear. We want to help you. We want to take you to the neighborhood store. Let me say something. I don't want you to let me down again. I find it very interesting that when the heat got on, you dug yourself a hole. I want you to be on my team. I want you to be on my team. I want it done. It's time to say, let's get it done once and for all. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's come together. You have a rendezvous with destiny. There's no rules. You've got the documents. Give me the pen and email your old dad once in a while, will you? Make sure you tell your brother Stuart. Well, I talked to Condi and asked her to call Andy. I talked to my dad. He called me Sunday morning. I want to thank you for the bullhorn. I gave her white hair. Not only once, but twice. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully. Gosh, how old are you? George W. Bush. I'm George W. Bush. George W. George H.W. Bush. Somebody's friend or somebody's neighbor. William Webster. Jim Luskatoff. Harvey Pitt. Harvey Pitt. I on Harvey Pitt. Harvey Pitt has been fast to act. Vladimir Putin. Surely. Those evildoers. The evil ones. I'm from Texas. I come from West Texas. Don't mess with Texas. I'm sure you can imagine it is an unimaginable honor to live here. At home. In the White House. Washington, D.C. The United States. This country is a fabulous country. Yes. Of course. No. It's not. That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's the truth. And I appreciate that. Just don't do it again. And you know what? It didn't happen. That is not right. I'm absolutely adamantly opposed to that. Obviously, we have huge differences of opinion. That is your right. I hope you're proud. You don't have to worry about that. And let me finish. But so do I. Now you tell me. And that's bad news. And that's the problem. There's no question in my mind. That's a very interesting question. I guess my answer to that is... So the answer to your question is, that's not the question. You ask the questions and I'll answer them if you don't mind. I think it's perfectly reasonable. Damn the consequences. Thank you. Thank you very much for those kind words. Don't stay up too late. Good night.
Good riddance.